Hi everyone, my name's Amy Boyd and I work at Microsoft working on technologies in the space of AI, artificial intelligence and ML, machine learning. And in this session, what I wanted to do was number one, show you how technology is amazing, but also develop your understanding of what artificial intelligence is and how you can start to learn about it yourself. So, first things first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, at school, at your kind of age, I was into all sorts of different subjects. I was really into IT and things like maths, but then I also had this other side to me around product design and art as well. And so I believe the balance between the two allows me to be both creative and logical, which is a really, really good combination within technology. And so my IT teacher actually spotted that in me, and he said, Amy, why don't you go and have a look at what computer science is at university? And so that's what I did. I looked up what computer science was. I went and I took a look at different universities, and then I chose my university. I went to the University of Sheffield to study computer science. In some of these photos you'll see kind of the early days in my academic career at university. So first things first, it was like the first week and we got to program Lego Mindstorm robots to follow a line across the floor, and this was when I suddenly realised I am in the right place. This is exactly what I want to be doing. I want to be coding. I then had a chance in at the end of my second year to go and work at Microsoft's search engine called Bing for a whole year. So I took a year out of university and I went to work, and I actually learned how technology is applied in the real world. I was working on a team where hundreds of thousands of people would use the technology that we were building. And again, it cemented that technology was something that I was truly passionate about. And then finally, a picture of me graduating. I left university with a first class degree and actually then rejoined Microsoft again. I really like what Microsoft stands for. The company is incredible. The people who work there are the ones who truly make it. And actually, since starting, so that was 5 years ago now, I've had a chance to do so much, but more recently my role is as a cloud advocate. Now, what does that mean? I get to work with our technology team, so people who are building technology, as well as people like yourself, people who are learning about technology, and also what we call professional developers, so people who are building apps for phones, building things in the cloud, making all of this technology accessible to everyone across the planet. And so some of the things I've had an opportunity to do have been teaching in sort of classroom environments in that first photo. I've also had the chance to be on TV, so at Microsoft Build, which is one of our biggest developer conferences. I had a chance to take part in our live TV studio, and also just sitting down with people and building and working on technology. I spoke a bit about the area that I work in. I'm really interested in AI, so artificial intelligence, and machine learning, so ML. And one of the things that I really wanted to get across here was how popular artificial intelligence is right now. So here's another conference that I had a chance to speak at. So that's me there. Look how full this room is. This AI is so popular right now and loads of people want to learn it. But what I want to do is I want to share with you how you can get on the path to learning this before you're an adult. You can start learning now. So let's get started. And first things first, what's a 101 without saying what is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence, or we might use the acronym AI, so AI, has so many different definitions. It's kind of the idea of computers almost interacting with humans as if they are humans. So they resonate some form of intelligence. That intelligence is the bit that is the most interesting. That is the bit that is a huge change in the technology industry. So let's boil it down first. So we're going to do a little bit of math, so prepare yourself. So first things first, if I was to ask you to solve this equation, so 6 times 6, and I'm going to give you a second just there. Have you got it? So 6 times 6 is 36. You probably answered that one fairly quickly. We do mental maths, and that kind of works. Okay, here's the next one. What about 20 times 20? I'll give you one more second for this one. Okay, and so this one, 20 times 20 is 400. Okay, so two sums there, and you're kind of like, well, they weren't that bad. Okay, what about this one? 569 times 176. Okay, that's maybe not one we're going to do on our head, so I might grab a piece of paper or my phone or a calculator or something like that and type it in and get the answer. So the answer is 100,144. Now, that last one was a little trickier, wasn't it? But this is what computers are amazing at. They're really, really good at doing lots and lots of calculations very, very quickly. And when we physically tell the computer what we want it to solve, so we tell the computer 569 times 176, we tell it exactly how to solve that problem, and it does that many, many, many times, and actually that then produces things like this. So this is a character, a computer game character called Master Chief from a game called Halo. And one of the things with computer graphics, when we see them in gaming, is that all it is loads and loads of equations behind the scenes that then put this picture on your screen and allows you to move around as an agent. So that's great, right? We can physically tell a computer how to solve that problem. But now we're asking more. We actually want a computer to recommend me a new product to buy. So if I'm buying something for the garden, maybe it will recommend me something that would be useful for that. Maybe if I buy a top, it will recommend a pair of trousers that go with it. Recommendations are something that we kind of work on person to person. We might also want a computer to tell us what's in this image. We find this incredibly easy. This is a sea with a nice sky, a few clouds, but it's good weather. So we can interpret that image really quickly, but computers haven't always been able to do that. We might want a computer to tell us what kind of emotion this is. So this lady is looking a bit disgusted at something. Now, as humans, again, we find this very, very easy, that we have empathy and we understand what this emotion is. Or we also find it very easy to hold conversations with each other. And that's something that we think with artificial intelligence, computers might be able to do. So all of these different things are actually available now. Computers can do them now, and it's all down to a breakthrough in artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is where we make a computer look intelligent. So in this case, we teach it how to tell us what's in an image. We teach it how to recommend products, or maybe we teach it how to have a conversation. And all of these things are based on it learning from experience. So just how we learn, where we say, okay, like if we've seen something, the next time we see it, we're more likely to remember it, and that is something that we keep stored up here. And so often we believe artificial intelligence can be modelled to the way that we learn and learn from experience. So artificial intelligence is not an easy space to understand. It's quite complex. However, I want to share with you that the best way to look at this is to start learning now. Artificial intelligence is an incredible area of technology. Lots of people are very, very excited about it. And so I really like this quote that the best way to predict the future is to invent it. And so I really want you to come on a journey with me to start your learning around artificial intelligence. And I have just the interesting task for you. Lots of people at Microsoft, lots of different teams from Microsoft Research, so lots of our amazing researchers, to our product teams, to our education teams, have come together and created a web page just for you, where we created Alice Envisions the Future. So Alice is our amazing technologist here, and she is going to talk us through and show us some lessons that you can take that will allow you to learn more about artificial intelligence. So we can learn more about the fundamentals of what AI is. We can then dig deeper into one element of AI, which is called machine learning. And there's loads of different classes you can take here on this webpage. And then into something like deep learning. That's a really major breakthrough. That's a really complex technology. And so we've created some classes just here that you can take to learn more about it. The one I want to show you today that I think will get you on your journey into artificial intelligence is actually based on Minecraft. So Minecraft, many of you might already know what it is, but for those who don't, Minecraft is a blocks kind of world where you can go into this world as an agent, as a character, and you can go and build stuff inside a computer game with blocks. But in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to follow a lesson or a task where different agents are going to ask us to accomplish different things, and we're also going to have to code in order to solve these different tasks. So let's take a look at a video that Microsoft have prepared that tells us all about the AI for Earth Hour of Code.
Forests help ensure clean air, fresh water, and sustain life for more than half the world's species. But many forests are threatened by climate change, loss of biodiversity, land degradation, and fires. The AI for Earth team at Microsoft uses artificial intelligence, or AI, to collect and analyze data about our planet to better protect it. For the Minecraft Hour of Code, we're going to protect a village and save a forest with the power of code. And learn about AI along the way. Okay, let's get started. First, make sure you download the Minecraft Education Edition app. If you are licensed for Minecraft Education Edition and have an Office 365 for Education account, sign in and navigate to the Hour of Code lesson in the library. If you don't have an account yet, that's okay. Go ahead and click Start Lesson. You'll land right in the 3D Minecraft world. And this is where the fun begins. Start by learning to move using the keyboard and mouse or touch commands. When you see an NPC or non-player character like this fella, right-click to read what they have to say. This starts a tutorial. For help with reading in other languages, click on the book icon to open Immersive Reader. You'll then follow the path through 8 different quests that will teach you the basics of coding while using AI to help prevent forest fires. Happy coding!
Okay, so we've seen what the task is, the Hour of Code, and we're going to learn about AI using Minecraft. So now I want to show you a little bit of a sneak peek how you can get set up, what it looks like, and the start of the task. And then I'm going to leave it over to you to take over. Okay, let's get started. So we went to aka.ms/learn-ai-with-alice, and that takes us to this web page here. And we saw earlier that if we scroll down, there are loads of different lessons. Under Fundamentals of Artificial Intelligence, we're actually going to do the Minecraft Hour of Code lesson. So I'm going to click Start here and follow the steps. That then takes me to the Minecraft Education Edition page, and it talks a little bit and shows us the Hour of Code. First things first, we need to set up our machine. it's really handy because it will recommend, depending on what device you're on, what you should download. So if you don't already have it, choose the correct option and click download. That will then download it onto your desktop. We've just seen this video, and this is our introductory video that tells us all about it. If you need any help, you can check out the frequently asked questions. If you're a teacher, there is a full lesson plan as well, so feel free to go and understand exactly what the learning points are for students from this. And then there's also things like being able to take courses or understand how you can contribute back to community. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight in and we're going to open Minecraft. So let me close this browser just here, and I have our Minecraft Education Edition, so I'm going to double click to open it. So now we have opened Minecraft. I've logged in and clicked play. We're actually going to go to the library and find out where Hour of Code is. View library, lessons, computer science, and Hour of Code. And then in there we're going to choose AI for Good and click Create World. Then we just wait 1 minute for it to download our world. Okay, so we are in our world, and we can see that I can kind of turn around a bit like this, and if I want to, I can click on the escape button and I can go how to play, because first things first, how do I move? So I use WASD on the keyboard to move around, space to jump, and use the mouse to look. Okay, let's go back and back. Okay, so we need to move forward using the W key, and we can see we've got a helper bot over here. If we right click on anything, it will bring up a message. I'm helper bot. If you ever get stuck along your journey, I'll be happy to help. I can either reset the quest for you or skip it. I can only help after you tried the quest for yourself. Be sure to give it a good first try. Okay, but actually we want to talk to our researcher. Welcome to the Research Centre. Here you will learn how to use AI and coding to prevent fires. Your first task is to use coding to open this gate. Press C to start coding on your keyboard. Okay, so if I press C, it brings up the code builder. Okay, so we need to open the gate by creating the code that does it. Okay, so on start, when we get started, we want to choose open door, we click and drag it, and then we press the play button. And we've completed our quest, so we can move forwards. And oh my goodness, look, there's an agent here. This is our robot, and let's speak to our researcher. This is the agent. You can program the agent like you did with the gate. Code the agent to move forward 3 steps forward to stop on the marker. Press C to start coding. So if we press C this time, okay, so we need to move our agent so that he can move around the maze. Move your agent towards you. Program your agent to move 3 steps forward. Use the agent move forward block. So on start, we want to click agent move. We can choose different ways that we want it to move, but in our case we want it to move forward, so we'll keep it as is, and we want it to move by 3 steps. So press go. Okay, so we completed that quest. So again, we can go ahead and around, and now we can start seeing how the agent is going to start learning what grass looks like. And we will do another challenge. I won't show it you here. Okay, so we've completed a few more tasks, and now we're talking to an AI specialist. So let's see what he's got to say. This computer will help teach the agent about plants that are fire hazards. Watch the images on the monitor below. If a plant looks yellow and dry, it is a fire hazard, so press the yes button. If a plant looks green and healthy, it is not a fire hazard. So press the no button. Okay, so in front of us we have, let's get a little bit closer there, we have a green plant, and then we have signs of no and yes. So a green plant is not a fire hazard, so let's click no, and it gave us a tick. That is a fire hazard, it's a dry plant. That is not, that is a green plant, and that is another dry plant. Okay, so we just taught the computer what is and is not true about fire hazard plants. So hopefully that showed you how to get started on taking the AI for Earth hour of code. Now, where should you go? Right now, I think you should go and type into a web browser aka.ms/learn-ai-with-Alice. So learn AI with Alice. And that will take you to that web page that we've just been on, where you can get started and follow this video through again to then start accomplishing and learning all about AI. So thanks very much for joining me and walking through the AI Earth Hour for Code. I'm really excited to see what you'll learn around artificial intelligence and what you'll invent in the future.